Good afternoon, Professor Tejbir Singh Rana. Today, we have the distinct honor of welcoming not just an academician, but a visionary, a scholar, and a mentor whose contributions have profoundly shaped the field of geography and higher education. With an illustrious teaching career spanning 31 years and a PhD in geography from the University of Delhi, you have been a pillar of academic excellence, inspiring generations of students and researchers. Your contributions extend far beyond the classroom. You have authored numerous books and research papers, contributed to peer-reviewed and UGC-listed journals, and played a key role in pioneering geographical studies. The establishment of the Museum of Geographical Heritage under your leadership stands as a testament to your commitment to preserving and advancing the discipline. Currently, you serve as the Vice Principal of Shivaji College, University of Delhi, as well as the NAC and the IQAC Coordinator, ensuring academic excellence and institutional development. Your leadership in innovation and research projects, particularly in water conservation, environmental management, and urban geography, has provided groundbreaking insights and real world solutions. Furthermore, your invited lectures and conference presentations have established you as a thought leader, sparking critical discussions at both national and international platforms.
At SPADE, Society for Practical Applications and Development of Economics, we strive to bridge the gap between academic knowledge and real world impact. As we explore the transformative rise of gig economy, your insights will provide a unique and invaluable perspective on how this economic shift is reshaping urban landscapes, labor markets, and socio-economic structures. Sir, it is an absolute privilege to have you with us today. Your wisdom, experience, and pioneering research will undoubtedly enrich this discussion. So, without further ado, let's begin this enlightening conversation.
How are you doing, sir, today?
I'm perfectly fine, young man.
So, sir, we can start with this interview. Let's dive right in and start with the first question. तो सर आपके ओपिनियन में गिग इकोनॉमी का क्या मतलब है और आज के टाइम में इसका बिजनेस पे क्या इफेक्ट है?
Well, Mehul, with the advent of technology and the diffusion of innovation among the masses, there is the immense scope and the requirement of gig economy. It is expanding in all the horizon of social life, in rural area, in urban area, planned habitat and unplanned habitat. In every section of society, gig economy is like boosting like anything. If we go a few decades ago, even in India, where economy was dependent on agriculture, even in agriculture there was the gig economy. In agriculture, when there was the sowing season and the harvesting season, only these two seasons were providing employment at mass level to all sections of society. In between, there was large population remain unemployed. So the gig economy was the part of agrarian system. Now, after the introduction of machines in agriculture, it lost the importance in agriculture and it switched to urban areas. So gig economy is temporary, instant, and without assurance of the future. Though it is having a great range of income. Income may be very high, income may be sustainable only, but it gives assurance to the livelihood of the large scale of masses in India. One more sentence I want to add, because after the introduction of machines in agriculture, because India is the feudalistic society, after the introduction of mechanization in agriculture sector, there is the large human youth outflux from the rural areas. Most of the rural youth, they are, you can say, semi-skilled and unskilled people. They had actually available only to sell out their labor instantly. They need money for their minimum survival. So the rural outflux and influx in the few primate cities. Primate cities means the cities those who are having infrastructure already to sustain the large population, like Delhi. all over the world, most of the urban population is living near the coast. In India, like Delhi is the only city in the world which is continental and the largest city in the world, because it is having the infrastructure. Infrastructure was there since long in the country. So because of the availability of infrastructure, it attracted large youth in the agrarian region of the country. So large youth, once they came to the urban areas, they required money, and they expanded. They involved in all sorts of sources of income based on gig economy, instant, maybe for a short time, because gig economy is not perennial. It keeps changes with the requirement, with the modification in technology. So this is the importance, particularly in the urban habitat in the country. It is having the great significance.
Sir, your publication, Generic Urbanization, Delhi's Reality, offers a deep dive into the challenges and realities of urbanization in Delhi. The gig economy, with its flexible work models, is reshaping how people interact with the urban spaces, particularly in cities like Delhi. How do you see the rise of gig economy influencing these urban spaces? How does it align with the trends of generic urbanization, or does it present a new set of challenges for urban planning?
Well, Mehul, in India, my research paper on generic urbanization, because Indian urbanization system is entirely different to the Western world. Like America, all the cities, they are the superimposed cities. So all the rules, regulations, the customs and traditions in Europe and America, they are not ruling the system. But in India, the customs and traditions are largely influencing the urban habitation in India. Like if the temple is there, so even the lawmaker, policymaker, the planner, architect, they don't touch a temple in the center while making the layout of the city. But in Europe, if a religion, when they make the planning, they ignore all such things. So they have the superimposed rules are the one. We have the generic evolution of urbanization. And in generic, I already said, the large number of youth migrated to the cities. And most of the youth are semi-skilled and unskilled. They are not trained, they are not skilled, they are not equipped with technology. And India, Delhi and the other cities like Bangalore or Chennai or Hyderabad or Pune, Mumbai or Ludhiana, Jaipur, they have the large demand of urban services. And urban services basically from the tertiary sector, not secondary. In tertiary sector, super specialized services. Every day new technology is coming, and that instant demand of youth, maybe semi-skilled or partially skilled people are required. Like Uber, one software came with the Uber, this technology for the Uber services, taxi services from one place to another on the fixed charges. So instant drivers required, instant loan required, instant loan giving facilities. The banks came forward to provide the loan. Instant drivers came, instant insurance services came, instant large number of people, instant occupied in these areas. Those were easily, like in urban areas, in unplanned urban habitations, the youth migrated in the cities. They required such type of services, and they provide. And in India, generic urbanization, when the youth rush to the cities, they are the safety valve of the economy because they are controlling the labor rates. Labor charges are very low in the city. Sometimes I feel some of the rich people or we are cherishing most of the facilities at the cost of the poverty of the gig economy workers. They provide all the services at doorstep. They made the life so easy and they made the technology so accessible to all of them. And information technology provided great support to them. Apart from gig economy, like platform economy is also evolved simultaneously, where distant technology from like a software technology expert, they are providing services to Tokyo, to Melbourne, to New York, to London, all over the world, and they are sitting here on a platform in Delhi and Gurgaon or in Noida or in Cyber Hub of Bangalore or Trivandrum, and from they are providing services abroad. So this is another kind of economy apart from gig. The economy is mushrooming of these skilled people. So this is another part, but in generic urbanization, the gig economy is the safety valve for the entire society.
You were deeply involved in the CSR project for the sustainable development and upkeep of 5 natural water bodies at Hasratpur, Barabanki district of UP, funded by SEWA and THDC. This initiative focused on environmental sustainability and community welfare. Considering the rise of gig economy, how do you see such CSR projects, particularly those focused on environmental sustainability, being impacted or supported by gig workers? Could the gig economy play a role in implementing similar community driven initiatives and rural underdeveloped areas?
Well, Stuti, about my corporate social responsibility projects, let me clarify. I was the third party observer of some of the CSR projects. Tehri Heidel Development Corporation CSR projects are implemented by SEWA at Rishikesh. They nominated me as the third party observer to visit to the places, check the authenticity of CSR projects to release the funds. So apart from working in Pauri, Tehri and surrounding areas of Tehri projects, Tehri Heidel projects, I also worked in Hazratpur in Barabanki and Sultanpur and Lucknow and Sitapur districts also. THDC, under THDC SEWA, assigned the job for tree plantation, for digging the local water bodies to store the water, to enhance the sustainability, and to develop the nursery for plantation, and to provide the loan for livestock rearing. So in this, my observation was that it is the very important sector of society where development is required. The source of gig worker are the rural people, youth people. Why they are rushing to the urban areas? This project was to check the rural out migration from the of the youth from the rural areas. दुनिया में कहीं भी कोई डेवलपमेंट होती है, ये वहीं डेवलपमेंट होती है जहां यूथ होता है. अगर कहीं से यूथ आउट माइग्रेट करके जाए तो वहां की डेवलपमेंट की रफ्तार कम हो जाती है. सो बेसिकली इन दोज एरियाज व्हाई यूथ आउट माइग्रेशन इज टेकिंग up in India. In India, it is pertinent that the division of distribution of resources is not equal, because we are the feudalistic country. We have the generic society. A particular community, particular caste are owning the agricultural land. Agricultural land is the source of economy in rural area, and they are the owner of the resources. And rest of this large section of the society, other communities, non land owning communities are giving services. They are dependent on the agricultural land. So in after the introduction of machines in agriculture, that symbiotic association among the communities and castes in rural India, that is like dismantled. So the service providing caste in the rural area, service providing caste, they are not getting sufficient livelihood in rural area. Why they are not getting livelihood? Because they are not getting regular employment in agriculture, and they have opportunity. Other area, the urban areas are attracting them, giving assured perennial and high wages in assurance of high wages in urban area. Just they have to move out and a job is assured. So that's why rural youth people are out migrating. In these projects, why youth are out migrating? Because rural area, agriculture area have the has started on the law of diminishing return. With investment, profit should increase. But in agriculture, with investment, increasing the investment, profit is not increasing, rather decreasing. So law of diminishing return applies because we have not consolidated agriculture land. Land becomes smaller pieces, zigzag, undulated. Agriculture, pattern of agriculture is not commercial. Pattern of agriculture is subsistence. Marketing of agricultural product are not organized, so it is only for local subsistence. Agricultural products are not going to international market. They are not providing the competitive rate to the international, so their income is not increasing in rural area. The service provider in the rural area, what services they were providing, they are not getting due remuneration from the rural, so they rush to the urban areas. And this project was purpose to check the out migration, to enhance the carrying capacity of the rural area through plantation of fruit plants like mango, and providing subsidy on the small scale food processing industries. Like why not the farmers make the fruity? Why fruity makers are not in the urban area in Delhi or in Faridabad, in Noida? They process the mango and they put the preservant and they supply to the market on very exorbitant rate. If the farmer started manufacturing such type of fruity products, it's almost half to the cost and purity of the product would be better. And this is to enhance the rural economy. Such CSR project, actually Tehri Hydel Corporation has stopped giving CSR funds to Uttar Pradesh after division of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh. Little amount is shared by the UP. Most of the CSR project is in Uttarakhand only. So it was very important. And certainly such type of investment on digging the water bodies means maintaining the sustainable environment, maintaining the ecology, increasing the soil moisture, increasing the biomass, increasing the fertility of the soil, and providing the water in the water stressed seasons. So preserving the water body, putting the sapling of fruit plants, and rearing the livestock. Rearing the livestock is very important component of rural economy, and which is ignored as well. Let me tell you, since independence in agricultural sector, maximum enhancement, maximum increase is recorded in milk production in the country. more than the food grain production. Milk production has increased exorbitantly in the country. Still, there are immense potential in this sector. So these projects gave immense insight for me and for the society, for the rural development in the country. This is the purpose of the project.
Sir, you mentioned about youth leadership in your answer right now. So, your publication, Youth Leadership Skill and Challenges, focuses on developing leadership and skills among young professionals. In today's world, the gig economy is creating a new model of leadership where individuals rely on their skills to become self employed or entrepreneurs. In your opinion, how is the gig economy influencing youth leadership? Does it represent a new era of independent, skill based leadership, or are there challenges that young professionals must overcome to achieve the long term process?
Well, Mehul, for every society, for the development, youth participation is required. It is inevitably required. Without the participation of youth, and youth, when the youth are torch bearers, youth are the leaders of the system, always it gives better yield, better result. In this youth leadership program, this type of purpose of this paper was that in India, the pattern of leadership is changing in political arena, in academic arena, in economic arena. In the feudalistic society, because we are passing through the postmodernism in the country, where old taboos and traditions are dismantling and new ethos, new social values are evolving rapidly, and we are accepting. So in those postmodernism with changed values in the society, this youth leadership is coming from the ignored section of society on the basis of talent, not on the basis of the birth. So every section, every person is getting opportunity in to perform in the different field as per their natural interest and instinct. It is also giving very good result as well, and this leadership is the one quality. Leadership means coming on the forefront, coming out of the traditional way of life, coming out of the limitations of the social resistances. Society itself is resistance for the development. When the youth overcome those resistances, the development is registered. Purpose of this is that every section of society participate in a different arena of their life, and they contribute. When the youth from the rural areas out-migrated, bypassing the limitations of caste system, in urban areas they are giving immense result, exemplary result, because they have no shame in working in the urban area. But in rural area, they are not allowed. Society is not allowing them to perform as per their talent. But in urban area, when the youth comes to the urban area, they are coming on the forefront of the economy. And gig workers are one of the they are the part of the gig economy. Wherever they find opportunities, they perform exemplary. Actually, gig is the terminology, the etymology of terminology is that instant income in one event. But now we are considering perennial income for a short time. Though it is not giving lifelong economic security, it is not giving conditions of leave, it is not giving advantages of pension, economic security after retirement. It is the short term, like etymology is that initially when for the entertainment, the different musicians, they are playing the tabla and banjo and pakhavas and everything, they are performing. Go to the one event, make the play the instrument and get the immense huge money in one event. That is sufficient for 1 month for their survival. So that was the etymology. Same happened like in the merchant navy, the navigators, they stay on the ship for 6 months, and for rest of the 6 months they stay on the continents. So it is a kind of gig economy, but the nature and pattern is changing. Navigators, they have the pension, they have the security, but gig economy workers, they don't have the security. So for youth leadership, once they are coming out of they become able to break the social taboos, their leadership is making them economically self-earning and self-determined and self-empowered, specifically for girls and girls from the scheduled caste and scheduled tribal communities. This is very unique, and this is giving good result because they are the last in the queue of the development, that is called Antyodaya. Government of India started Antyodaya program for the upliftment of the last in the economic development process. So certainly the leadership will give this youth leadership is the genesis of gig economy in urban areas.
Sir, you have been a member of College Research Cell for over 5 years, fostering research initiatives and academic discussions. Given your experience, when do you think students and faculty members actually begin stressing the need to conduct more research on the gig economy? What are the factors do you believe contributed to this growing interest in studying the gig economy and especially in academic circles?
Well, Stuti, I happen to be the member of College Research and Innovation Cell, and not only the member, but I also steered 3 research projects on the different issues, basically on rural economy, basically for sustainability. One was water conservation, rainwater harvesting techniques in Nagaur, semi-arid region of Rajasthan, and one is the water conservation techniques overall in Western Rajasthan, and one is the impact of climate change. After being the member of College Research Cell you are talking about, and the principal investigator of the 3 research projects of the of University of Delhi, I involved 10 students in all the 3 projects. 10 students and 2 young teachers, they worked with me, and there was the team of 13 or 14 members. When we were in rural area with the students provided amazing innovative ideas. They gave so many ideas in the rural area. They find out the genesis of the problem, and they find out the opportunity to overcome those problems. But my research projects were concentrated in rural economy. Like one project I wanted to share. Western Rajasthan, most of the cities, what they are doing, most of the youth, the gig economy in Western Rajasthan is 50% of the youth of 50% of the unskilled youth, or kind of semi-skilled youth, or the unemployed youth, or youth engaged in agrarian or associated activities. Out of that large mass of youth in Western Rajasthan, more than half of them are involved in gig economy of extracting groundwater from the subsoil. Rajasthan is the semi-arid region, but they got a technology. that is the submersible tube well. When this technology diffused in Rajasthan, where there is no water, youth got the machine, and every youth is involved in digging more depth. They go to 100 feet deep, 200, 300, 500, 700, and they become able to go up to the depth of 700 feet deep to extract the water, because they have all mechanized drilling machines. So what happened when they got the water at the 200 feet, little water, it worked for 2 years. After 2 years, they go to 300 feet. Again, the same youth came to enhance the depth of the tube well. Then 400. Then again, next year he came 500. Next year he came, so up to 700 feet, and increasing the horsepower of the tube well. As they go to the deeper of the subsoil, that the horsepower of the machine also increases. So what happened? And all those, if the tube well is in 500 feet deep, if some technical defect comes in the machine, then it has to take it out. They take it out 500 feet, means 20 feet one pipe, and it is divided into 500. So hundreds of pieces, they keep them out. And they take the machine out, they repair the tube well again. So youth, as a gig economy, they are involved in digging the well or repairing the well, which is not environmentally viable for Rajasthan, because they don't have the subsoil water. And even without the subsoil water, they are digging the well. What happened in Rajasthan? Government stopped giving electricity all the time to farmers, because all the time they are using the electricity to extract the water, because water is limited. So they started using solar panels in the day and the electricity in the night. So they are extracting water. This is gig economy. Youth of Western Rajasthan is, every household is, you will find in Rajasthan, in Bikaner, in Nagaur, in Jodhpur, in Jaisalmer, in Badmer, you will find in all those districts one youth involved in digging the well or repairing the well all throughout the year. So this is a new technology. And more interesting, let me tell you the side effect of it. Wherever there was 20 years ago, one tube well was there at one particular place. If you check the satellite Google photo of that place, that is barren now, because they have extracted the entire subsoil water. Even KZD tree cannot survive in that particular area. Ophancia, no vegetation can survive. So this is the one gig economy. Second gig economy, most of the youth I found in my research project in Rajasthan, they are involved in quarrying and extracting the sand and stone. Quarrying around Makrana, they extract marble, and around Jodhpur, they extract limestone to provide the limestone as a raw material to cement plant in Gotan, and other areas they extract the sand for building material. Coarse sand or stony sand, that is called, वहाँ उसको बोलते हैं बजरी से घर बनाते हैं, सीमेंट में मिला के फिर बिल्डिंग स्ट्रक्चर तैयार करते हैं. So what happened? Once the groundwater is extracted completely, agriculture is not feasible. The quarrying and mining obstructed the channel of rivers. Once they are obstructed, the rivers are not getting water. Seasonal rivers, when in the rainy season water is not coming to the rivers. When the water is not coming to the rivers, groundwater level is not recharged. And ultimately what happened, both the activities of gig workers in Western Rajasthan, whether they are digging the wells or they are doing the quarrying of stone and the bajri, finer material for building construction, both are environmentally unsustainable. Gig economy is there, but it is unsustainable. Economy is giving instant livelihood, instant oxygen to youth in terms of economy, but for long term survival is on question mark. So we identified certain problems. Youth gave alternate solution, and an alternate solution is not to obstruct the channels of the rivers. Seasonal rivers, rain controlled rivers, ephemeral rivers, they are not getting water for years, decades. 10-10 साल से पानी नहीं आता. कुछ रिवर तो ऐसी हैं 15 साल उसमें पानी ही नहीं आ रहा. 15 साल से पहले हर साल पानी क्यों आता था? ऐसा नहीं है कि amount of rain has decreased. Amount of rain is almost same. Amount of rain has not changed, but supply of water in the rivers, it has disturbed because of the uncontrolled gig economy. So this economy should be synchronized. There should be symbiotic association with natural conditions. This is one submission of mine.
Sir, do you believe the gig economy poses challenge to the conventional education system, and how can the curriculum adapt to meet the demands of a gig-based workforce?
Well, Mehul, the traditional education system was not giving any possibility for gig economy. In new education policy, the syllabus is framed in such a way which can provide access to the technology to youth, and how market challenges are there, market technology is there, industry requirements are changing. New curriculum is fulfilling partial to fulfill to 100% डिमांड ऑफ द मार्केट. ऐसा नहीं है कि नया सिलेबस भी मार्केट की 100% जरूरत पूरी करता है, बट इन द ओल्ड द प्रीवियस एजुकेशन सिस्टम वी ट्राई टू अपग्रेड द सिलेबस, but there are the two things in the system. One is change in structure and one is structural change. This new education policy is a kind of structural change. It has replaced entire. पहले हम थोड़ा थोड़ा सिलेबस में एक स्ट्रक्चर में एक चेंज कर दिया, but now we have replaced everything with the new setup. So this is providing immense opportunities for the gig workers. When I compare the gig economy with the European or the American, most of the economy in Europe is based on the gig. They hire the Indian youth in America, in New York, like Bank of America, for their auditing of their investment. They hire Indians for 6 months, and Indian companies hire the youth for 6 months only. This is the project. You ordered this project and that's over. So it was our contract for 6 months. So this for the youth, this gig economy is coming up, and the new education policy is providing opportunity to adapt whatever the requirement comes in the market, grab it with the maximum capabilities and potential. This is the one.
In your view, what research played shaping the future gig economy policies? How can academic institutions contribute to making gig worker more effective and beneficial for workers, businesses, and society?
Well, Stuti, we are really always concerned when we discuss about the accreditation of college, Shivaji College. We always think about the youth involvement in their future avenues, how they can be productive for market, how they can be productive for the economy of the country. So in view of that, we are linking syllabus with the internships with the research projects, with the outreach activities, with the experiential learning, and with the help of this, certainly after this pure academic course, when the student encounter the experiential learning, they become able to tap the opportunity of economy of gig economy. So in new education policy, the syllabus is framed in such a way, even in one semester, most of the part of syllabus are synchronized according to the requirement of market. Students have to go to the field to explore the potential in the market, requirement of technology, and how technology is working. So certainly it will help the gig activities, but still I feel there should be the skilled youth should come out of Shivaji College. Gig economy is not giving economic security. Gig economy is giving instant support. We have large population coming from the very poor section of society in the college. They are in search of gig economy. Some of the students are in the morning, they throw newspaper at the houses, and they get up at 4. Up to 6 they distribute newspaper, and by 10 they reach to the Shivaji College. In the evening they supply the milk to the houses, and this is a kind of instant income, gig economy they are earning. One student, even today I met in the morning, the Shivaji College student, he is a blind, almost he cannot, is 90% blind, only 10% he could see the faces, he could see the person are there, but he cannot differentiate. He said, what is the source of income? All his 4 members are blind in the family except his mother, and mother is illiterate, and they came to the city. He said, we are collecting, we have a rickshaw, and we collect the garbage every day in the evening of the entire colony, or sell it out to the one market, whatever the bottles and the plastic, whatever they get. So they earn 1,000 to 1,500 per day. So that is gig economy, instant support. And he says, that student of Shivaji College, he says, every day I support my elder brother who is also a blind, who is also having 90% blind, 80% blind, he is also blind. So they all are involved in gig economy. That is, they don't have any other alternate. But still I feel Shivaji College should produce the youth with assured income, with assured security, and not too dependent on the partial economic security.
सर, आप शिवाजी कॉलेज के वाइस प्रिंसिपल हैं, तो आपको स्टूडेंट्स और फैकल्टी का डेली इंटरेक्शन देखने को मिलता होगा, एंड काफ़ी नज़दीक से देखने को मिलता होगा इनफैक्ट। सर, आपको क्या लगता है कि गिग इकोनॉमी के राइज में कॉलेज स्टूडेंट के करियर चॉइसेस और उनके लर्निंग पैटर्न्स को क्या इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहा है गिग इकोनॉमी?
Well, Mehul, Shivaji College is the platform of amalgamation of heterogeneous composition of students from rural, students from urban, students from Kendriya Vidyalaya, students from government schools, students from private schools, students from Navodaya Vidyalaya, students from Kendriya Vidyalaya, students from non-Hindi speaking region, students from Hindi areas, students with the local dialects, students from completely Hindi background, or students from like Northeast, have different cultural or ethnic groups. So this college provide a platform. It's a kind of Gagar mein Sagar, when all heterogeneous, all are having different capabilities, different talent, different potentialities, and different economic limitations. So on the basis of that, in the capacity of vice principal, when I interact with the students, and the faculty member, we are highly concerned about the economic security of the students. For the gig economy, we have in every meeting, the principal of Shivaji College discuss about the assurance. The department should provide the assurance to students to have internship and placement and outreach activities during the tenure. Every department, the faculty members should be accountable for providing the. So, what happened to explore the potentialities of the market of gig economy? We teachers, we faculty members of Shivaji College are also held accountable and to interact with the institutes, industries, research institutes, market, technology-driven institutes, where the demand of youth is required, what type of technology is required. We don't want to provide the gig workers in supply of pizza at household. We don't want our youth should involve in those. They are not giving security, and they are very risky job, and they are instant. They don't have the time limitation. They work in odd hours. They work at night, and they work in cold. They work in rainy, and whatever income remuneration is very limited. But we try to give skilled outcome of the youth, so student can start their own platforms, platform to provide business to others. Students should be employer with innovative ideas, to innovative construct. Like one university in US, I was going through, one student in one of the university had idea, and always we try to have, we nurture the talent in so students should have ideas, and ideas should be materialized. What was the idea? मैं आपको आइडिया बताता हूँ. आप कैसे कपड़े पहनते हो, आपको कैसा शर्ट पहनना चाहिए, आपका बटन कैसे होने चाहिए, आपके धागे कैसे होने चाहिए, आपकी सिलाई कैसी होनी चाहिए, कैसे ट्राउजर हो, कैसे आपकी ड्रेस सेंस हो. You design in software. One student developed the design of the cloth. कि आप बटन की शेप ऐसे चेंज कर दें, कपड़े ऐसे पहने, आपका हेयर्स ऐसे हैं, आपके हेयर्स का कलर ऐसा है, आप ऐसे कपड़े. यू चूज, उसमें उस सॉफ्टवेयर में उसने उतनी चॉइस दे दी. दैट सॉफ्टवेयर इज सो पॉपुलर एंड पेटेंटेड, एंड प्रॉपर्टी, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट में वो कॉपीराइट हो गया, उसका पेटेंट हो गया, एंड दे ऑल द टेलर्स and all the youth, they are using the platform and they are giving money. So that is Shivaji College is have the vision that our youth should adapt the new potentialities of technology. Economy is expanding. कितनी तेजी से इकोनॉमी बढ़ रही है देश की. We have the demographic dividend, and we have, India is the only country in the world where large section is shifting from poverty, they are crossing the level of poverty. It means उनकी परचेज कैपेसिटी बढ़ रही है, मार्केट में पैसे का फ्लो बढ़ रहा है, दुनिया में सबसे ज्यादा है. इसीलिए सारी मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी इंडिया में आ रही. गिग इकोनॉमी रहेगी, उनको उसकी अपॉर्चुनिटी को एक्सप्लोर करना है. सो इंडिया इज द हैविंग द लार्ज डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड, जिसमें वर्किंग एज ग्रुप का यूथ सबसे ज्यादा है, टैलेंटेड है, एजुकेटेड है, और जो नहीं है उनको एजुकेट करना. सो एंड इकोनॉमिक फ्लो आ रहा है, पैसे का फ्लो बढ़ रहा है. सो इन सच कंडीशन वी हैव इमेंस पोटेंशियल टू नर्चर द पॉसिबिलिटीज ऑफ द मार्केट. एंड शिवाजी कॉलेज वी आर ट्रेनिंग, गिविंग ट्रेनिंग टू आवर स्टूडेंट्स थ्रू इंटर्नशिप, through experiential learning, through research projects, and through outreach activities, apart from regular curriculum, to nurture, to explore the possibilities of the rise of gig economy in the country.
So you are absolutely right. We are getting much a bigger platform to work upon. Like in the studio itself, we are getting this platform and the opportunity to conduct a documentary. So this becomes a really nice opportunity for us as students, and we're really thankful to the entire college and you as well for these opportunities. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, sir, for taking your time and to share your valuable insights with us today. This discussion has given us a deeper understanding of how the economy is shaping urban spaces, labor markets, and economic structures. Your perspective on its geographical and socio-economic impact truly broaden our thinking. At SPADE, our goal has always been to explore stories and ideas that inspire and educate. And today's conversation was a perfect example of that. The gig economy is transforming the way we work, and your expertise has helped us analyze its implications from a fresh, research driven perspective. And before we conclude, sir, do you have any advice for the students who are navigating this evolving job market and preparing for careers in such a dynamic economic landscape where they want to be entrepreneurs or self employed?
Well, we have the vision. I'm the academician. Now I'm the administrator. I am the parent, and I have certain responsibility to society. But my generation is having only our happiness comes from the economic stability of the youth, and we are the most privileged section in the country. Our responsibility is to maneuver the youth in such a way so they can be economically safer and stable in their professional life. So always when they have the skill, we nurture the skill according to possibilities. That is the part of curriculum. We provide all the opportunity through the interdisciplinary academic curriculum in the college. In the University of Delhi have reframed the new education policy UGCF 2022, which is interdisciplinary. I'm teaching geography. When a student from biochemistry, student from Sanskrit, student from botany, physics, chemistry, they are studying geography, and the students of geography is the Vedant, and the student of physics was studying the Sanskrit Vedantas. So it means that particular student have interest in that particular discipline. Purpose is to nurture the potentialities, because every student have the possibilities and potential in different perspective. All are not equal, and all students came from different background, different possibilities, different avenues, and different thought process. Some students, when they came to Shivaji College, they have their goals are already fixed and determined. I have to do this competitive exam, I'll go in the management, I'll go in the military services, I'll go in competitive exam for civil services, I'll go in the marketing. But some of the students come without any future goals, but we always try to nurture their possibilities in the best possible manner through the new academic curriculum, which is interdisciplinary and experiential learning oriented.
Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of SPADE, we extend our gratitude and best wishes to you. We hope this conversation sparks more curiosity and dialogue among students, helping us all understand the evolving world of a better work culture. It was truly a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, young man. Thank you, Stuti, and thank you, Mehul, for interacting with you.